What's up? Oh wait, it's not ours.
It's not ours, dude.
It's not ours. I was about to go. What's
fucking
up? Welcome to
mine,
CJ's
dude.
podcast.
Have some fucking respect.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
I mean, you accept me in your home, your own home.
Yes.
What's up? Welcome to CJ's podcast.
Welcome
I'm
to CJ's
Christophe.
podcast.
You can take
Starring,
hey, you take the reins here.
starring Christophe.
CJ, thanks for coming on your
With special
pod.
guest CJ Landry.
I'm so happy that you guys let me do it. I mean, I thought I was gonna have to get so many more followers, and it didn't take that. That's nice. It just took me asking. Isn't that nice?
You
For me to do a pod, for me to do a pod with y'all, it's so nice. No, I'm happy y'all are doing it. I'm just Weekend recap. I hope you guys are as happy as I am that Katy Perry landed safely. I'm so thrilled for her.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled for all the girls and women around the world that they finally realized that they can go to space. I'm so glad they didn't know that before.
Did we?
Did you know that? Did you know that they didn't know that before?
No, I thought space would reject their menstrual blood.
Yeah.
I thought space would go be gone. Women.
Yeah.
I thought they would just explode.
All the women that have gone to space beforehand, meaningless.
Yes.
This right now,
Katy
thank
Perry.
God they went.
Well, it was Jeff Bezos' wife, right?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. Gayle King, I don't even know. I didn't even know who that was. Like Oprah Winfrey's friend.
Oprah Winfrey's friend.
I
Gayle
gotta
King.
ask, why did they do that?
I don't know. They said that it was for. It's very weird. That the interview with Gayle King after was so funny though because they had a lot of backlash of people obviously being like, oh, there's so many resources of the world that y'all could have used that for in better ways and money and all. And she's like, everyone keeps talking about the money. She's like, if you actually bring enough people together and go, it's actually not that expensive. She's just her talking about it like an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that bad if you.
Would you carpool to the stratosphere?
We went splitsies.
Katy Perry was there.
We obviously went Dutch.
We went Dutch on space.
Dutch on space. I was thinking it would be so funny if they just hurled towards the Earth.
Just exploded.
Just like plummeted towards the Earth and then blew up.
I'd go, ha ha ha.
Baby, you're fine. Yeah, and it's also like Gayle King. She's like 70 years old. I think she was the oldest woman to ever go to space. Which, I mean, cool. I don't know. They were stepping off the planet. They were stepping off out of they had a video actually where, that lander came down and there was a big group, mass of people, photographers everywhere, and somebody that worked on the craft was like opening the door, and then I guess one of the reporters or somebody that was running the operation was like, no, wait, we want Jeff Bezos. He's got a crowbar. He's gonna like fiddle with it and jank it up the door open so that it looks like he's opening the door. So like literally it was her opening the door, and then there was like no, and then Jeff Bezos came run over with a crowbar. They closed it again, and then
an
they
excuse for him to flex.
Restarted it for him to just to be like, I know how to work a crowbar.
Man, fuck that guy.
Run this operation, and then they came out, and then everybody's like, "We're so proud of you guys." Like, proud? They didn't do shit.
They sat in a pod.
Imagine having enough
They weren't
money.
doing science up there.
Yeah, they weren't conducting experiments.
No.
They were just up there.
Neither is Bezos, by the way. They're giving this guy all the credit. Like
God.
They're like, you have. Gayle King said in the interview, they're like, you have no idea what this business, like Jeff Bezos is trying to figure out a way that we can take our waste on Earth and send it up to space. He's trying to make it better. That's what we're doing here. That's what she was like claiming, that they're like, this whole operation was like, well, you learn everything, something every time you go to space.
Is that the idea?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she's the way.
That's his big idea, is to shoot garbage.
Yeah. That's basically what it is.
I think when I was 8, I had that idea.
Yeah,
it's so funny. He's creating products that are cheap plastic, like he's selling cheap plastic crap that we now need to launch into space.
Right? No, it's called.
That's his grand.
What's that called?
Idea.
It's called vertical integration.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like you buy some stupid, unnecessary crap for your house.
Yeah.
You throw it away in 3 months, and then we have to shoot it to space.
And
it's
funny,
and he's going to control every part of that process.
Yeah,
he's going to own every part of that process,
except for the Chinese are going to make it. I guess the Chinese make some bullshit. And now that thing's going to be $100,000, I guess.
Yeah,
it's going to be like our little trinkets are going to be $1 million.
Yeah, I was saying the other
useless
day.
bullshit is going to be expensive.
Yeah, I lived with a guy who used to do a lot of whippets, and he would get all the whippet stuff on Amazon. You could just get Amazon whippets,
Yeah.
and that's just funny. Like Jeff Bezos is like the biggest whippets dealer in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
It's just
Dude, Kratom, whippets,
yeah, dude,
probably Delta 8 shit.
he also
Dude.
kind of has like stuck whippets face. He's so like that eyes like.
I was in Walmart when we had that little party for our birthdays, me and the lady. I was just buying like plates and little fucking, streamers or whatever she wanted, balloons. Dude, it was so cheap at Walmart that I was just like, the sweatshop, this must be made in.
Oh, it's crazy.
Man.
It was like, dude, I got like a tank of helium and like 100 balloons for like $10.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, you got to go to DD's Discounts in Austin. I mean, it's like, where do they even get this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, it's some kind of weird fucking factory of slavery. It's just like, bro,
Yeah.
everything is like $2. Like everything, just anything you can imagine in there is just. They have like nice shoes in there too for like fucking $5, and you're like, what?
Yeah, my lady goes to Daiso. You know Daiso?
Nuh-uh.
Daiso's like the Asian Big Lots.
Yeah.
And everything's like $1. It's like an Asian dollar
Big
store,
Rots.
but they have everything.
Big Rots?
Big Rots is right.
Big Rots. And, dude, everything's so cheap there. And then they found out that like a bunch of people were getting like mesothelioma. Like, they were
They're
buying
like asbestos gummy worms.
yeah, they were buying like they were buying like spatulas for 15 cents, and then just dying of lung cancer.
That's so fun. Yeah, the spatula is made out of lead.
Yeah, lead spatulas, lead Chinese spatulas.
That's awesome.
That was kind of fucking me up, man. Just imagine, because we're always thinking that we're right about stuff, even though like years later we'll be like, oh, we actually fucked that up.
Yeah.
But lead was so funny too. Like the mind fuck that must have been for the first guy to figure out it's all poison. Just like looking around the room like, shit.
There's just lead everywhere.
Paint, pipes, everything.
I mean, like we made everything out of this and then used it to paint it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's poison.
Just the gas that he drove to get to the fucking office
yeah,
to figure that out. Also lead. You're
Leaded
like, God
gas,
damn
lead
it.
pipes, lead paint.
We're so fucked.
We're so
we have
cooked.
to change everything.
Asbestos is like awesome too.
Oh yeah.
If it didn't, like, if the microparticles you inhale didn't give you AIDS or whatever it does, like that material is like unbelievably useful.
Really, for insulation.
It's like amazing insulation. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's like better
than
what we have. Like it's better at insulating.
It's so crazy how advanced we're getting and just how much we're just leaving in the dust. Like in Louisiana, there's like outside New Orleans, this city called Marrero, there's like a bunch of industry sort of streets or industrial streets where you drive down and it's like, oh yeah, that was the asbestos plant that closed down in like 55.
Yeah.
And it's just still there.
Yeah.
With like just roped off.
Old.
Just God knows what's in that
You can't
bitch.
go in that much.
You just can't
Yeah.
go
You
in
need a
there. It's like
hazmat
Chernobyl in there. It's
Yeah,
like,
dude,
we just
there's
don't
a-
go there anymore.
You guys know about Love Canal?
No.
Love Canal's in my neck of the woods in Buffalo, right in Niagara Falls, where I'm from. And it was like a trailer park, and they were like, we made a new neighborhood. Houses are $9,000. First come, first serve.
Yeah.
All these fucking dumbass people in Buffalo were like, dude, I got like a great house.
I got a deal.
Dude,
I got a
deal.
hell of a
dude.
deal.
Dude, I was first. It's like I won the fucking lottery. And they all just started growing like third eyes.
Oh,
and shit.
no.
It was just a toxic dump site.
Wait, what year?
The 70s.
Okay. I thought you didn't date it, and I'm like, this had just happened.
Yeah, 9,000. I'm like, all right, I might.
The children were like melting.
No. Wait, why?
Oh, it was a company just dumped a bunch of toxic sludge into it and then built a neighborhood on top of it.
Welcome to the Love Canal, baby.
to the Love.
Love Canal sounds like such a cool black guy in the 70s. It sounds like what he calls pussy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the Love Canal, baby girl.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna have
I'm
to
gonna
stick something up in your love
I
canal.
want to dump my sludge in your Love Canal.
I'm trying to
shawty.
backstroke in your love canal.
I'm trying to take a dip in that Love Canal.
Man, I had to go get tested. Y'all know they say that love canal toxic. The poison up in that love
Yeah, it's like
canal.
he's a radio, like he does like a dating radio show. Welcome to the Love Canal, y'all.
I got pancreatic cancer for my shorty's love.
Dude, that would really stink. That happens all the time.
Oh, yeah, especially up in places like Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Detroit.
In the Rust Belt.
Yeah, the Rust Belt cities. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of garbage under the ground.
Well, what's scary is they just don't even tell you. Like it's, I mean, like they had the city, Port Allen in Louisiana, and there's a bunch of refineries and shit out there, and sometimes you just be like, wow, the sky is like literally green. and like there's no way to like check what that is. There's no like nothing on your app being like, oh, the sky the air is bad today.
Yeah,
they don't tell you that.
There's no pirate slogan about it.
No, they're like 72 and sunny. Go outside, baby.
It's
Like,
gorgeous.
it's fucking green out here.
There's no sky's looking green. It's gonna be clean. There's none of that.
And yeah, it's just the refiner. They would just suppress so much information because it's like they don't want. That's the dirty truth about Louisiana. It's like the whole economy of Louisiana is solely based off of gas and oil
Pollutants.
productions.
Yeah.
And so it's like it has to keep going. There's no like And once it stops, and there's been tons of times, especially like in the 80s, where it just went down, or there was no production, there was like strict laws on it, or any kind of regulation on it, where it damaged the production of it, and then just everything fails. Because then it's like, if your dad loses his job, well, he's not going, you're not going to the restaurants as much. You're not going to buy the fucking clothes as much. So then, like, everything fails in the city.
Yeah.
All because of just gas and oil's down.
Yeah, it's like you need the green sky to survive.
Oh, yeah, we need it.
The green
and it
sky
also
is
kills
vital
us.
to the economy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like the mine.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like in the Kentucky when the mine closed in 1920.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, Peepaw can't get the black lung no more. So now
he also
we
We
has
ain't got
no
shoes.
so we've been eating beans.
Yeah, and they also like, god damn. I mean, what people don't realize too is whenever people like, oh, bad hurricane rolls through, like, oh, everybody should just move. It's like, dude, honestly, there's so much money in like staying and rebuilding. Like,
Oh, yeah.
y'all know that. I mean, you know that from Florida, bro. It's like that. A bad hurricane comes through. It's
a
like
boom.
roofing companies from fucking
Yeah.
Wisconsin come down. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, I can get your room. Blah, blah. It's like everybody's just out of nowhere.
Yep.
Open for business down there.
Yep.
It's like wild.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
bro. Drywall motherfuckers coming
Dude,
out of
I
nowhere.
mean,
That is
my
funny. Someone is
folks-
buying the hurricane dip.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
basically. I mean, well, you got to like my folks. Their place flooded during the last hurricane. I forget which one. It was the one before Milton. But it flooded, and then so they needed the whole first floor was ruined. So everything had to be redone with the first floor, flooring, drywall. They bought new furniture. The electric all had to be redone. All that shit.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. And then there's just great, like, just
Cabinets, tile.
There's also just-
laminate.
it's
like
so
they did
funny to do this.
everything.
And they didn't have flood
Drywall,
insurance, right?
electric. They did not have flood insurance, but they saved money because flood insurance is so expensive.
yeah, it's not really that worth it.
Yeah, because they would have spent over 3 years like something like $20,000+, and it didn't cost them that much. It cost them around the same amount of money that they would have spent on flood insurance to fix it, and they got FEMA money, so it ended up being less.
Yeah, and it's just there's always these guys that are like schemers out there, these like hustling dudes who are like, yeah, I buy flip houses.
Yep.
Which is so funny because it's like, dude, he's basically buying like just double wides. Like you'd like be flexing like, yeah, I've been flipping houses for years, and then you see the house and you're like, this is a trailer without wheels.
Yeah.
It's like this isn't
It's
really
on
like
stilts or whatever.
Dude, I worked for this like roided out guy when I was in high school that flipped houses in the hood in Buffalo.
yeah.
Dude, we'd be like weed whacking the lawn, and a crackhead would just walk back. They'd be like,
like,
Hello.
it's like a zombie level in a
Yeah,
video game.
just
They
me
just
and my-
crawl through.
Dude, me and my two buddies, yeah. No, it was like playing zombies in Call of Duty. Like, we'd just be like holding up a lawnmower, get back. Dude, yeah, it was, and he was like roided out, so jacked. And he used to be a football player. He was like 30, and he just illegally hired a bunch of high school kids to flip the houses in the hood for him. And he would get mad at us when we couldn't do shit as fast as him. He'd be like, "What are you guys doing?" And we were like, "It takes
not
all
meth.
day." He's like,
Sorry.
"This should be done in an hour." We're like, "Literally no."
Yeah.
And then he would like, we'd have to be fucking bolting something to this, near the ceiling.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, dude, look, you just do it like this. And he would just grab it and, like, run, jump, and slam it into the wall. And he'd be like, dude, it's that easy. I'm like, I'm not Iron Man.
He windmill dunks the
Yes,
fucking
literally. Yes.
That
Dude,
rocks.
No, I had a job. This was like right after high school. I was doing landscaping for the city of New Orleans, and I was working on it was actually like a small thing that my uncle was doing at the time. He was like he just had like a crew of like ex-cons, and I was just like 19 working on this crew, watering and planting trees in New Orleans. And they just, bro, dude, it was so funny because when I first got the job, it was like pretty chill. Everybody was like pretty chill in the work, but like it was a revolving door of employment. There was just guys coming in and out, just all the time, quitting randomly. And it was probably like my second month in, dude. They just had these 3 black dudes get hired, and they were like legitimately, bro, the biggest. Like they just got out of jail. And they're just like the whole time just roasting my ass every time, like every day, bro. They'd be like, "You don't want to go to jail, bro. You get fucked in jail. You're too pretty for jail." I'd be like, "I'm just trying to make money, man.
I'm 19 years old. Stop talking about
Please."
this.
They just had all gold fronts, just fucking shitting on me, dude. They would laugh at me
dude,
all the time.
I worked for the moving company in New York, and a bunch of comics worked there.
Yeah.
And the funniest guys on every job were just the black dudes. And none of them did comedy. There's a bunch of white comics that were all like, yeah, I don't really know what the next phase of my career is. And then some black guy from Coney Island was like, y'all look gay as hell today. Hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. They had this one guy. He would this old black guy. He worked on the job the whole time I was there, and he would is the first guy I've ever seen that actually smoked Swisher Sweets.
Just
Like,
straight up.
Just never didn't.
No
you
weed
know,
in him?
No, just didn't. He was just smoking whatever
He's just
fucking
smoking
cardboard tobacco they had in there.
like grape
Oh
cigars.
yeah, exactly. Grape Swisher Sweets, and he would just bitch to his wife for his whole lunch break. It was always so. He's like, I told you, I left it on the couch. You don't even see the couch. It's like, you don't even look where I tell you when. It's just like just arguing, all just smoking a Swisher Sweet. So funny. And they just had so many characters. They had this one guy, and he was like a weird, fucking cracked out, like sort of methy guy, and he had all these conspiracy theories. Where he's like, you don't want the government to take over healthcare, man. I'm telling you. He would just like randomly be like, you don't. They're not even gonna let us wear fucking earbuds anymore. They don't want you listening to music that close to your fucking ears, and they're paying for your health insurance. They're gonna be, you know what I mean? They're gonna, they're gonna take those away one day. You know?
Dude, the amount of conspiracies you hear on like blue collar jobs. I was working for my buddy when I was really broke.
I always go, where do you hear this?
Dude, I know. Where did you heard that at?
I have
Something
no
you made
clue.
up.
Like, because you think, did they get it online? I'm like, I think they got it from another guy at a job site.
Dude,
I think one guy made it up at a job site,
Dude.
and it just makes the round.
Dude, blue collar guys are keeping old wives' tales alive.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're the ones spreading them.
For sure.
It's spreading by word of mouth. It's like the only thing that still spreads by word of mouth.
Yeah.
I remember working with my buddy Kerrigan. Remember Kerrigan?
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Kerrigan, he talks like this, and he's like, he gets really high, and he's kind of crazy, and he's really into conspiracies. And we were painting this old black lady's house in Brooklyn, and we're just like in her shitty house painting the walls. And he's got like a roller, and he's like, Bill, Hillary, Obama, they're all gonna get it. He's like stoned out of his mind. It's like 9 in the morning. It's coming.
Well, what's coming, Kerrigan?
It. Yeah, just me.
I'm gonna make sure of it.
Dude, yeah.
One of these days.
The first guy to say Hillary Clinton was a lizard is like, he was just putting in something. You know, he was he was like welding, and he's like, she's a lizard.
Yeah. And the one guy like wrote it down.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
like,
I
I
mean?
seen her look at her eyes. They go sideways.
No, everyone thinks like, who's Q? Is it like it's like a guy doing grout work?
Yeah, Q's just doing tile.
Yeah, Q's a
So I've been
bricklayer.
posting on that 8chan a lot. Y'all seen 8chan?
Man, I'm leaving little clues.
I'm dropping little clues everywhere.
It always kind of blew my mind is that, like, yeah, I mean, how could I ever take voting seriously? That was the first election I could ever vote on. Whenever it was Trump or lizard lady. They were like, don't vote for the lizard, dude. It's like, yeah, it's like this. It's just so funny after learning like years and years in school of like history and civics and how the government works, and then it's just like that's my first go at it. They're like, yeah. That's how legit this is. Just one guy being like, put her in jail.
Stupid bitch.
She's a dumb bitch.
That's a great point. We've only been able to vote for Trump elections.
Yeah.
I've never had the
I
option to vote in an election that didn't have Donald
for
Trump.
Obama or Romney.
No.
That was the second one. No, McCain was the second one?
Romney was second. McCain was first.
McCain was first.
He's not a Muslim.
Yeah.
He's not a Muslim.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
He's not a Muslim.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
He's a family man who I just happen to disagree with.
Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah.
So it was like a McCain-Obama debate.
Now Trump's like, he's a filthy Saudi pig.
Yeah, dude, literally. Can you imagine?
He's a dirty brown Arab.
The guy who started that rumor.
Did he? Yeah.
Literally the guy who...
Trump started the rumor.
No
you
shit.
know that? Yeah,
I did not know
birther.
that.
Yeah, he was like the OG birther. Yeah, he was the first guy to be like, publicly, I think Obama is from Kenya.
You just look at, I think he's from Kenya.
Yeah, you just thought he was from Kenya. He's like, I've never seen his birth certificate. It's a fake birth certificate, whatever. And then,
how many birth certificates have you seen? That's a
yeah, no,
I haven't seen his.
I've never seen my own birth certificate.
How many are you looking at?
He says he's Hawaiian. I said I look more Hawaiian.
I
than
said,
you. You don't even look Hawaiian.
He doesn't look Hawaiian
I
to
said
me.
I've never. I know how to hula. I've never seen him hula. I can
Wakalelo. I wish he should have. What if he had? I wish he had a campaign for Hawaii. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Aloha.
Mahalo. Great to see you.
It means family, Ohana. Stitch, I love that little guy.
He's never seen Lilo.
Where'd he go?
He loves to surf, Stitch. He said, I said, you gotta watch it when you're out there. He doesn't even care. He loves it.
They're calling it a Hawaiian roller coaster ride. That rocks. Dude, yeah, but he started the birther thing. It's so funny. The thing,
No, ma'am.
when McCain, so ladies at McCain, like, and he's taking questions at some rally or something.
And this old decrepit
woman goes,
I think Obama is an Arab.
yes.
He's not from here.
She goes, we can't trust him because he's an Arab.
and then McCain goes, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And he like takes the mic from her, and it's like this big moment of like political decorum where he's like,
He's just a family man like you or me, but we have some points I disagree
Well, my
with.
favorite-
I think I'm better for this country, but I do not. But he was an American, and I'm an American too. You know, whatever.
My favorite part of that is that it was seen as this really honorable thing,
Right.
that that he's stood up for what was right despite the fact that they were political opponents. But all he was saying is he's not Arab. He's actually a good person. Like that was the point.
The alternate.
He's not.
It's
No,
one
no.
or the other. Yeah, it's great.
He's saying no. We can't say horrible things
no.
like he's an Arab. We have to remember that he's actually a good guy.
No, he's chill.
Yeah. Like
He is black, which sucks, but he's not an Arab. Yeah, no, I mean, I think now. I think Trump goes, yeah, he could be. I think that's Trump.
Could have been worse. Could have been a Jew.
yeah.
He's bought and paid for by the Jews, but he's not an Arab.
Yeah.
Wasn't Romney Mormon?
He's a shiesty Israeli asset. But he's also a good family man.
Yeah, no, Romney was Mormon. I liked the controversies about Romney. I think they were good.
The head shaving?
Head shaving was great, and then the dog.
It was the head shaving.
You
What's
don't
the
remember
head
the dog? Head shaving is in high school or college. I can't remember what it was. It might have been a college frat thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The freshmen will get their head shaved.
Well, there's a gay kid.
Oh.
The kid was gay, and then everyone kind of knew he was gay because he was like a
Dude, we were talking about this the
clearly
other
gay
day.
guy. Yeah. And they held him down and shaved his hair off as like a bullying.
Well, because see,
harassment thing.
because I was told my grandpa, like every single freshman had to get their head shaved. That was like a
In
thing.
high school?
No, like LSU.
Oh, at LSU.
And he went in the 60s.
Interesting.
Your grandpa just didn't want to admit to you that he was gay.
He might have been gay, actually.
They did it to everybody.
They did it to every guy.
Every single person that's ever went to LSU got their head shaved.
Every guy I knew. I don't know.
CJ, don't even look that up. I'm telling you right now.
Don't Google it.
We all got swirlies and called queer. It was
Man, I remember at orientation they gave all of us atomic wedges. They pulled the underwear right over the head.
They said it was a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they held down a gay kid and shaved his head, and then the other one was they on a family trip. I think on a family trip to like Mexico, because Romney has a bunch of Mexican family. Because there's a bunch of Mexican Mormons.
There's Mexican Mormons.
There's a lot of Mexican.
There's a ton
Mormons.
of Mexicans in Salt Lake.
What?
Yeah,
Tons.
I'm learning so much from you guys.
There's a lot of Mexican Mormons because they kind of fled America to like to have a Mormon enclave in Mexico. So Romney has a bunch of Mexican family.
Wow.
And so I believe they went to Mexico from like Utah, right? He's from Utah.
Yeah.
And strapped the dog in a crate on the car. They
Holy
like put
shit.
Scruffy on the goddamn roof.
Low key, very Mexican thing to do.
Yeah.
We don't have enough room. I got 6 cousins in here.
Mitt's like, I need to assimilate. I'm going to abuse a dog. Yo, Holmes, why'd you even take that little fluffy fucker? Leave that shit at home.
That's
bro.
crazy, bro. So he just put it on the roof rack. He just
Unfortunately, I have to admit that we did feed the dog Pacifico.
We gave him Modelo's and mangoes. Yeah, no, so those were the two controversies that he strapped allegedly shaved off a gay boy's hair and strapped a dog to the roof of his car.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy.
I'm so dumb. I was in middle school when this happened, but I went to my mom. I go, they just strapped a dog? They just, like, I thought they duct taped a dog. I didn't realize that there was a crate involved. I just imagined, like, a dog, like, hog-tied.
You just thought it was a loose dog tied to the roof?
I thought it was, like a BDSM situation.
Yeah.
Where it had, like, its little paws splayed out, and it was like... rubbing its 8 nipples.
50 Shades of Grey. Dog strapped to
Just all rock hard, getting
That's fucking crazy.
Hard little red.
So they put him in a kennel, put him on the car.
Yeah, I believe
and they drove
so.
all the way up to Utah.
I believe they drove to Mexico.
I don't think that's as bad as the gay shaving. Because I can see just back in the day.
Yeah, that feels like something you just did in 1980. And
Dude, people
like,
chain smoked on airplanes.
Yeah, people chain smoked on airplanes.
I know.
You know, like
seatbelts were gay.
Blow cigarette smoke in your face.
Yes.
Like, I think it's cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what causes it, but
I can't be convinced that they were the only ones strapping their dogs to the roof.
Yeah, for sure.
The gays, and also people were shaving gay guys, but that's just kind of, it's hard to defend that.
It's more homophobic.
yeah.
Dogs didn't have rights until
We were saying,
last year.
like
we
dogs.
were saying, like, you don't realize what it's like to be a 15-year-old boy. Like, in the moment, shaving that gay kid's head was so funny to them.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Like, they weren't like, yeah, get him. They were howling, laughing.
Yeah, like, because Luke undressed a Polish immigrant.
Yeah, I ripped all the... Me and my friends knocked down a Polish immigrant and ripped all his clothes off, which sounds bad.
Jesus Christ. Wait. So when was this?
Which sounds bad. But in context, it was hilarious.
So they were playing soccer.
Okay.
Shoe fell off.
So he fell down.
His shoe fell off.
Yeah, the Polish guy.
Polish kid, Kasper Kuzminski.
Rest in peace.
All right, Kasper. Kasper fell down during recess soccer. We're playing soccer recess. He fell down. His shoe fell off. Then a kid came over and just took his other shoe off. We all started laughing really hard that he took his other shoe off because it was just such a ridiculous thing to do. So then we took his socks off, and then we were laughing really hard. So then we took his vest off. Oh my God. We were just ripping the clothes.
It's funny because, like,
I can't even say it. I'm laughing.
it's almost like you guys were gay in that situation.
Yeah,
It's like you guys are just
it's a little
slowly.
gay.
Let's take
It
his
is
cock
kinda
out.
like
That'd be
a gay
hilarious.
Dude, we were
porn
like
start.
We were like 12, and dude, at the time, it was like the funniest thing I'd ever experienced. Just seeing rip this Polish kid's sock off. And then, it was really hard to explain that because I was Catholic school, so the nuns had to hear that we like they were teaching us to like
That's
don't
great.
the
Yeah.
golden rule,
Right,
like treat
right,
others
right.
how you want to be treated.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, do you want your socks ripped off while you're laying on the ground in
Imagine
the
you
cold?
were a Polish immigrant.
yeah.
No, I didn't. I
were
didn't
from
grow
a
up.
stupid
I didn't grow up around any Polish people. I didn't. There was no Polish. I had one teacher in school, middle school. She was the only Jewish lady I've ever met. Dump truck on her. I was like crazy.
Beautiful
dude.
wagon.
5th grade English teacher, crazy. I mean, you know what? And this is I don't know what's going on with teachers anymore because
Pedophiles,
there's some wild stuff coming out recently, but I remember her wearing like skirts that were see through, and she was
could see her
you
little
could see her
thong?
thong.
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
5th grade teacher. I mean, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
You can't wear white skin. She had white skin, see through black skirt, black thong. It's like the contrast. Like, yeah, I can see your ass.
Yeah, you want us to see it. Come on.
Ew.
Crazy, right?
Dude,
That's
I went to
fucking
Like looking
gross,
back, I'm
dude.
like, why did she do that?
I
And there
went
was
to-
a lot of teachers that dressed hot. I was in love with my 5th grade teacher. This other
one?
Huh? Yeah, different lady. So because we had
Not
like
the
different
jail.
subjects, or whatever, right? This lady, I think she was, I don't know what she was, Latina maybe. But I was like in love with her, right? I was like embarrassingly in love with her. I mean, she'd wear like wild short leather skirts and like cleavage and shit. It was wild, 5th grade. And I mean, I ate it up back then. But I remember first week of school, I hit on her. I went because my buddy was like, "Do it," and then I like went up to her and I was like, "You single?" And then she was like, she said, "Why is your dad single?" And then I was like, no, like he's married. I'm talking about me. Like, I was
You're
like,
11.
I'm like, I'm interested. You know? That was crazy, bro.
What'd
I was
she
like
say? She
hard
was
in the
like,
paint.
"Go
like,
sit down."
Yeah, she was like, no, okay, like that's crazy, whatever. And she was
and then she
honestly low key flattered. And I mean, all year long, dude. I'm telling you, I was like hardcore teacher's pet.
in love with her. That's
In
so
love with
funny.
her, bro. Trying to talk to her after class, the whole 9. And then she leaves the school that year. She leaves the school, and I don't even know why. I guess she like moved or whatever, and or they moved her. I have no idea. But she comes to my house. I lived like 2 minutes away from the school.
Yeah.
She comes to my house and like says goodbye to me.
Wow.
And I don't remember much of this shit. I mean, I just remember her coming, like her on my front porch,
She's like, I'm leaving.
sitting by to me. Yeah,
Goodbye, CJ.
Goodbye, CJ. I love you.
she just, I mean, bro, she like gave me her email address, the whole thing. Dude, I'm not kidding. Dude, I'm not kidding. One of the most cringiest things
she's
to
a
think about.
pedophile,
Oh,
dude.
definitely
pedophile.
One of the cringiest.
So funny. You look
things-
back fondly. Can you imagine the opposite gender?
Oh,
the
I
opposite
know.
gender.
Yeah, you're
That'd
like,
be
man,
so
dude.
funny.
You're like, she took my pants off, man. It was wild.
I don't know why
crazy,
my
man.
mom let
She-
her do that. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Well,
thinking back,
it
looking
doesn't,
back.
dude. If you're like a little boy, I'm just saying it's
Man, we-
hilarious, dude. It's like
She got me
you're a
naked in
little
her
girl.
car.
Mr. Johnson comes over and is like, "Hey, Stephanie,
No, that guy could get beaten.
I'm
to
leaving
death.
town. Here's my email." Everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna lynch him."
Yeah, I know.
we're gonna
yeah, for
hang him in the
sure.
public square.
Yeah.
Dude, she
You
gave
get
me her
guillotined.
email, and dude, one of the cringiest things I still think about this day is so.
Did you
like,
email her?
Dude, I emailed her.
That's
this,
not,
like,
dude. She's a pedophile.
I know I emailed her this long thing saying goodbye, and then I sent her a link to "Good Riddance" by Green Day.
That's kind of a slick move.
Dude,
man.
no, that
though,
dude.
bro. It's so cringy.
She
Every time
loved
I
it.
hear that song, though, bro, I'm like,
She loved that.
Yeah,
That's
dude, you definitely rizzed up a pedophile.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Dude, I went to an all-boys Catholic school. We had an art TA. So the art teacher had like a student teacher there. She's maybe like 23. We're all 16. Dude, she had a fat ass and she wore the tightest pants ever.
Oh.
Dude, she walked through the cafeteria midway through her first day and we gave her a standing ovation. Dude, this hot lady walks through. Imagine 300 high school boys standing and clapping.
Oh my
My buddy
God.
Chris Callis was leading it. Our dean was like, Callis, sit the fuck down. He was so mad at us.
Holy
We
shit.
gave her a standing
That's
ovation.
amazing.
That's legendary, actually.
That's actually fucking
It
awesome.
was so sick.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy looking back because I didn't even know what I wanted. I didn't know anything about sex or nothing. I just knew.
Yeah, you were in love.
I
You were
just
just in
knew
love
that
with her.
I wanted I would just like wanted to rub my dick on her tits. That's like all I wanted to do. It's like that's all I wanted to do. I didn't know anything about sex at all. I just wanted
rub my dick on her tits.
That's all I wanted to do. I remember
awesome,
that's
dude.
like that was it. That's all I knew about like sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I said a thing on stage once that I thought titty fucking was going to be such a bigger part of sex than it is.
Oh yeah.
Titty, like, dude,
It's a pain in the ass. It's not really logistically.
It's really not.
I
And
really
it's
think
like,
titty
God,
What am I
fucking
going to
porn.
straddle her?
No.
Like,
And you throw ass sweat in there, it's really unfortunate. It's a
yeah,
really unfortunate.
It's
Yeah.
a nightmare combo.
It's like,
I'm rubbing my
sorry.
sweaty, bony ass. On her,
Just hairy,
on her-
bony.
my hairy, bony ass on her stomach.
Just leaving stray hairs on her fucking stomach.
Just
dude.
an oil
God.
slick on her ribs. It's so gross.
Dude, like, titty fucking porn is definitely 90% of it's watched by high school boys.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Like, if you want to talk about, like, obviously young men are watching porn, and that's a problem. But specifically titty fucking porn, I think is mostly watched by young men.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
I don't think that the
I don't know.
average age
I
of
like
titty
the look of it, but there's a million things in porn I like the look of, but the
Right.
reality of
The
it not.
idea,
Like it's
yeah.
fun to watch people fuck that way, but actually doing. I mean, the way I fuck, I just fucking lean over. I do missionary and I lean over,
You lean
or I
over.
go on my back. This is the two options. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, and it's really quick, dude. Not a lot of transitions. I know it's
Yeah,
so
we're not
unfortunate.
changing.
No.
We pick one and I bust and it's over. Or I don't bust and I say goodnight.
That's sad.
Yeah, how do you get out of it? If you, I mean, I'm always curious. Everybody has their own way. I'm like, I'm just tired, and I'm sorry.
Well, not.
I don't know why I have to
have
apologize.
a problem because I take antidepressants and they kind of make it so I can't. So it's kind of an understood.
Do you have a
thing.
coming problem?
No, I do. I have in the past. I have common problems in the past. I've joked about it in the past, or I've. This is unfortunate. Not proud of it, but I have spit my way out of the situation before. But
Faked?
faked with
You spat
You
on her
spat
back.
in the-
Look, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but you gotta time it right. That's all I gotta say.
Dude, you busted a ghost nut?
You
Ghost nutted.
I ghost nutted with the spit. It was
You
it was
pulled out.
back
You
and-
pulled out and then went.
well, you got the timing of it all.
You
It's
hocked your
really,
spit on that
you
thing.
gotta you really yeah. You gotta time it just right, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not.
Have you
I
done
don't-
this multiple
I don't
times?
even- I don't even like talking about it. I'm not proud of it.
It's okay. I'm not. You don't have to be proud. I'm just very interested, and I'm not judging you at all. I think. It's
yeah,
just-
you have to-
You're the first person I've ever heard do.
You have
this.
to be
too.
very hydrated to do this because it's
Yeah, you
not,
got to be like a dog, like looking at a piece of chicken or something. You got to be salivating.
And you
What do you-
spit
how
on her
much-
back, and she thinks it's cum.
How
and
much
then the game's
spit
over.
did you
And
like
then,
collect
yeah.
it during, and like you're like warming up, like you're like
a little
squirrel. You
You're,
got like some
kind
loaded
of.
up.
It's kind of that way.
This is crazy.
I
That's
know.
wild.
I'm sorry. I
I
don't
think
know,
she would
man.
just go, "Don't come."
I don't, but
She doesn't care.
I didn't know the person that well. It was a whole thing. I just felt pressure. I felt a lot of pressure, and I was like, this is my way out of it. And I was like,
It's so funny.
and
She needs me to come on her back.
I mean, I was
She needs
DiCaprio
this.
back there. Oh God. Oh, so good.
Whoa!
Oh man.
Oh,
This is epic.
Oh,
yeah.
that's just great. That feels
Man.
great.
I'm a pound lighter,
What is that, your
dude. That
pussy?
was great.
Man, I can't believe how much I'm jizzing right now.
God.
All over
It's
your
gonna
back.
be crazy. Probably a little cold.
Man, I could go for a water. Yeah,
Nah,
man.
I've never done nothing like that.
Well, it was a bad moment, and
No, that's okay.
You guys are crazy with these coming problems. I can't imagine.
it's
Well,
not.
you-
Well, here's the thing: you only have two. You either are coming too fast, or you don't come at all. That's the two common problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't. I've never been the too early guy. I guess I've had the moment a couple times in my life for that, but it's like I'm usually a guy where it's like, sorry, it's taking a while.
here's my thing about this.
about that.
I'm a come too early guy, and I feel like most of the jokes about men coming are about men coming too early.
Yeah.
There are very few stereotypical jokes about men not being able to come. But I talk to so many of my friends that have problems. It takes them a while.
Yeah, I think
There's
it's
no
less
joke.
funny. I mean, it's more funny to just like the moment a woman touches you to go, oh, like that's
Oh, yeah,
way
yeah,
funnier.
that's way funnier.
Than being
You
like,
think that's all it is?
come
just
on, god
funnier?
damn it, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
sorry, I'm lasting too long.
Yeah,
Sorry,
also it sounds a little braggadocious.
Sorry, I'm railing you too long.
Yeah.
I'm not coming. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, there's a certain point I'm having sex with a guy, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
ain't
And
gonna
there's sometimes it's not,
happen.
and that's what's crazy is that, like,
Like when you jerk, you can always come.
no, but here's the thing. Women take it personal sometimes. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying sometimes women take it personal that you're not coming. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's not, bro, that's what's crazy to me is like, if that was the case for me, I'd be offended every time I'd fuck. Because they don't come as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's weird that it's like flipped for
Weird
them,
thing
where it's
first.
like, oh, you didn't come? Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
But like, if that's never come out of my mouth to a woman. Cause
Yeah,
like,
Jim Jeffries has a good joke about
Really?
that. About
I'll come without it. He's like, I've made women come before. Don't blame me. Your cunt's broken.
yeah, he says that, and he also does a thing like, if I can't make them come, it's my fault. But if they can't make me hide, it's my fault.
Yeah.
He's like, I was in both. He's like, maybe you're not very beautiful. He's like, maybe my dick is like, basically like, it's my fault if my dick can't get hard, but it's also my fault
Dude,
if I
I
can't
used
make
to-
you come.
I used to love his Oscar Pistorius joke.
Yeah, it's great.
So funny.
Yeah, they get offended by it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they get offended, but it's like,
No, I mean, I
they
get
think
it.
They take it personally that
Well,
they
they
that I
like
did
it
not
when
come.
you fucking do that.
It's weird. It's like you're the fanatic. And I actually don't even like that. I'm honestly, whenever it's like, oh, credits roll after I come. It's like, no, it's like, why don't, like, why don't, like, sometimes I think it'd be cool for, like, the girl just to come and be like, yeah, that was cool. That was dope. I'm good.
She comes and then that's game over.
Yeah, sometimes. I don't need that. Like, if it's not in me and I can't come right now,
Yeah.
that's fine. You came.
Yeah.
Woo! I don't know. I
Let's
mean,
wrap
you know
it
what I
up.
mean? Like, I don't know
Well,
why.
that's the thing about,
There's
like,
a weird pressure on that.
The logical end of
And then I
sex,
spit
though,
on their
is
back. Sorry. That's all the pressure.
Well, sex can continue after a woman comes up. Sex cannot continue when a man comes.
That's a good point.
I can stay up for a second go.
Sometimes I can, too.
Hell no.
Sometimes I
hurts.
can.
But I'm also,
It hurts my little wee.
I'm a career fast comer. So I think your body trains itself
Yeah,
to
that's
stay
true. No, my wee wee hurts.
Because I'll get the first nut right out of the way.
See, that sucks, man.
These are the previews. This is a preview.
Because you've been with your lady for a while, so it's like, you know, you're not using condoms and shit, right?
No.
Yeah, so like that sucks. But what I'm saying is your situation sucks whenever you're not in a serious, like, and you're using condoms, and you're using condoms. That's a nightmare situation. If you come too fast and you're like, oh god, all right, I gotta
Deal
like
with this.
switch it now. I gotta,
Yeah. It's like
I gotta
cut-
pit crew
then
this
it's like,
dick right now, mid sex.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I gotta,
Sorry, but
we gotta
I
reload.
just need
Yeah, it's like fuck that.
Dude, I've literally came fast once, and I remember it vividly, and it was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
My buddy said this, and then he was obsessed with the girl. And it was like a weird chick we knew. Like, he was kind of like a odd,
something about
nerdy
her.
girl he was banging that he wasn't telling us that he was banging. And then he told me in confidence that he's, like, obsessed with her because it's the only girl he's been able to come quickly with.
Interesting.
And all the rest of the girls, he had real problems coming. But this one chick...
Maybe it was like
this
she
nerdy-
was kind of weird, and like he wasn't nervous.
Maybe.
I don't know. Just
But
a
he
guess.
just thought she was like an angel after that.
So fun. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what was different. I mean, she had like really short hair and no tits. She had a cock. I don't know why it came so fast.
muscular, big trash,
Yeah.
Deep
broad
voice,
shoulders,
Hairy
it
chest.
just came so fast.
hell of a hog on her.
Something about her, man.
Other women, they just don't do it.
really
I don't know.
got me going.
No, it was awesome when I fucking did it fast. I was like, this was great.
Yeah.
Because it's always so much performance pressure, like once
Yes.
you get going for a while, and then you're worried it's just not going to happen, and then once you start worrying, it's over. Once you like get in your head about it, it's for sure not going to happen.
But so it's totally a psychological thing.
Yep.
Well, not totally. For me, it's the antidepressants, and then
But you can come when you jerk.
yeah, but even
You're
on
jerking off, you're
antidepressants,
gonna
that's harder for me.
Wait, so you're not jerking with the antidepressants?
No, I do. When I do, I remember doing it without being on those drugs, and now being on the drugs, it's harder. It's noticeably more difficult.
Fuck, man, that
It takes
sucks.
longer.
Can you come quickly when you jerk off?
I'm about like a 3-minute, 4-minute.
So that's fast enough.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah,
But during sex, it takes a while.
Well, sometimes no. Sometimes you know, not to get too personal, but with my lady now, it's like it's great. It's a perfect amount of time. I mean, that's it's like we just have good chemistry and all, and so it's perfect. But I would say like, yeah, I mean it ranges. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's not as quick. But yeah, I think with jerking, I'm just trying to get it done.
Yeah,
That's really what I'm just.
You're going A to B.
because what I'm trying to get to, because
doing
every
that.
guy I've known that has problems coming with ladies can come quickly jerking off, and I'm always wondering, are you squeezing this?
Yeah, that's a squeeze.
Are you
That's part of it.
squeezing?
It's a
part of the
speed.
squeeze.
It's a speed and consistency.
Speed squeeze. It's also, dude. It's definitely porn. Like porn
Oh,
is so stimulating.
Oh yeah, porn is just coke for your dick.
Yeah, it's coke for your dick.
You're
That's
just
a
like,
great way to put
yeah.
it. It's just like, whoa! You know, and
God.
it takes 2 seconds because you're looking at something insane.
yeah.
Whereas it's like a lady, it's dark. You're like, you have to
Yeah.
you have to stand yourself up like this. I did a joke about it. I don't know if it's hacky or not, but I did the barrel shows, and I got something about like bathroom sex or something, and it reminded me of a time because I've put on some weight, and I went into the mirror, and I was like, I'm gonna like try to see what my lady sees when I'm over top of her, you know? And so like, so I like bent over the sink and just to have gravity affect me. And I was like, just like this, just fucking shitty triangle of 2 tits gut. I'm like, oh no. It's like, I felt horrible for
That's
her.
so funny. Just the hills and valleys of ginger hair and
Yeah,
freckles.
just ginger hair and fucking cellulite.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. Like, what you see sucks, and what I see is awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, they don't. I don't know.
difference
I have no
is
clue what
stark.
they
No
like.
wonder you're not coming.
I have no clue what they like.
I know.
I don't understand
That's a
it
good
at all.
point. Me
I've
either.
never understood it.
It's hard to
No.
understand it.
I don't get it. Some fucking man over top of you. You're like, yes.
Dude, when Autumn sees pictures or videos of me when I
I'm
was
gonna
fat,
let him enter me. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, bisexual especially, like, you know, it's like if you also like having sex with women, I just don't even understand how you also like men. Like, it's like,
it's so different.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
You're kind of getting greedy.
If you're like a lady,
You look
Yeah, it's like you
like a
know.
lot of bisexual ladies though. They'll just kind of fuck like. I guess if you're fucking like a more masculine woman, I can
right,
kinda
maybe
get
a
it.
more masculine
Yeah.
lady,
My ex,
Yeah, like a-
or the other way,
Buzz
feminine
cut.
lady,
my
feminine
ex
man.
like stud chicks.
Stud chick.
Yeah, studs.
Shit.
Studs, man.
Dude, that kind of makes sense. You kind of look like a stud. I'm gonna be honest. You got the haircut
With your goofy
for it.
ass haircut, boy. With your stud ass
Whoa.
fade.
Watch him shave his beard. He's gonna look like a stud, dude.
If I shave my
Wait,
beard,
you're not shaving your beard, huh?
No, I look like a doughy man.
Yeah.
You
look
think I
like-
look like a stud?
I look like a
I
marshmallow.
mean, I'm just saying I can see it. It's not really a. It's not
Dude,
a hop, skip, and a
you
jump.
got the
you know what I
same
mean?
lineup, dude. There's definitely some fucking.
I can't even lie. She was attracted to this one stud chick. She looked just like me. Spitting image.
I mean, yeah, you're about
It was-
5'4", 5'5". You got the haircut.
He went height into it.
No, let me be clear. This woman was very tall. It was a tall lady. She had some serious.
Yeah, she was
stature
pretty
on her.
tall. She might have
She
been.
was towering over everyone at the
She
bar.
towered over
This
you. She
dyke
was
that
probably
looked like me.
5'8", 5'9", a couple inches taller than you.
Dude.
I'm sorry I said
No,
that. I
she-
didn't
no,
realize
no,
I was
dude.
going to get such a big laugh.
No, it's okay.
All
dude.
No,
right.
I've always made fun
No,
of
she was a tall, handsome woman.
Yeah. No, I get it.
No, she was like a Puerto Rican lesbian, and she
Wow.
looked just like.
Dude, I was talking to Fuzz.
No, it's.
He was. Oh, you're
Hold
right.
on, I
You
got
gonna
a
pull her
picture.
up?
Yes, actually, because I just remembered.
Well, she
it's-
played for like the DC Liberty or something.
No, she was from a movie.
What?
She was in a movie.
Yeah, dude.
She was an actor.
No, dude, I got crisscrossed.
Okay.
What?
What?
What's that mean?
You mixed someone up with someone?
Oh.
You can't really see her that well, but it's just like mixed black chick.
Oh, yeah,
And
dude.
she kind of in this movie called Dope.
Oh, I know that movie.
Dope.
Dude, the chick kind of looks like me.
That's
little darker
so
skin.
funny,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I know what you're
But
talking
we
about.
realized
And the girl.
she's too pretty here. This
Oh,
scene,
so-
she's too pretty. But the uglier scenes, when she looks kind of ugly, she looks like me.
That's so funny, dude.
I know you're talking.
Your ex
Yeah.
is like, well, how do you feel about flat bills?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we were watching that movie, and she was like, she's pretty hot. And I was like,
So funny. She just moves to Flatbush for the pussy. She's like, yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Brownsville for the pussy.
That's a fun part about New York is you could be a passport bro, sans passport.
Yeah, you can just make.
What
the
you mean,
rounds.
Meaning
Oh.
like you don't even dudes will travel to Thailand because they like to fuck I mean, that's like ladyboys, but like dudes will take a sex trip to Eastern Europe or Japan because they're into Asian women or they're into Scandinavian women. They'll take like a passport bro
Or
thing,
Brazil.
or they'll go to like Brazil, Colombia.
Oh, wow.
New York is like that. This is like a known thing. There's dudes that will take like sex vacations where they'll go to Colombia and fuck a bunch of Colombian chicks, right?
Yeah.
But you could do that in New York. You could just go to the Bronx or Washington Heights.
Yeah.
Like there are
You
neighborhoods
can go
in New
to
York.
fucking Chinatown.
You could for
Koreatown.
$2.75 you could take the subway to a
$2.90
neighborhood full of
fucking
chicks that you want to fuck. If you got a type,
What do you mean? You just like
'Cause
their
there's
prostitution?
ethnic, no,
or-
no. There's just ethnic neighborhoods.
there's ethnic neighborhoods.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
dude, if you
understand.
liked
I see.
Bangladeshi bitches, you could go
To Jackson Heights.
Jackson Heights, and there's a million fucking Bangladeshi
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
And just hit on the women there.
You just
and
hit
then
them
go
on,
home.
yeah.
and
Wow.
figure it out.
Yeah.
And if you were like a decent looking, wealthy white guy, you could probably pull.
Yeah.
You could fuck bad Nepali bitches.
See, I thought
bad Nepali bitch.
Yeah,
I
there's some
had
serious
this.
Himalayan
I don't
shadows.
know.
dude, my God.
I felt like there was an
Himalayan
air of like fuck white men out there, where it's like everybody's just like
Yeah, not
white
immigrants.
man.
You know, and not like Puerto Ricans from the Bronx. That didn't
Okay,
reach
yeah.
there. You
No.
know, like
Yeah. It's like-
Dominican, super hot like Afro Latina women were not like. I mean, they might think you're a corny ass white boy, but they're not gonna be like. That's like Bushwick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
crap.
It's like
I
Brooklyn
used to
and
hook
shit.
up with this.
And all those Bushwick they only fuck white men.
Yes.
They fuck gay white men.
100%.
And
I also,
so you're
dude,
like, shut up.
prime like
You're
fuck
terrified
whitey.
of black people.
Dude,
like,
prime first Trump term when everyone was like fuck white men. I remember hooking up with this Dominican chick I worked with, and I swear I wooed her off of racist jokes. I would just make racist jokes at work and make her laugh, and then
make
we
fun of
started hooking up.
Dominicans.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you, man.
Well, like I think they kind of like it.
Yeah, of
They
course.
were never like he said. They were never a part of that.
No.
It was totally a white person thing.
Yeah, that was a
whole, like
white-
straight white men. It was only white ladies saying that.
Yeah, the straight white man
Yeah.
thing was like white ladies in like Williamsburg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
It was
funny
like
going.
two neighborhoods.
It was
Yeah.
funny going to New York because, like, I don't know, there's like a thing, especially like when I was living in Louisiana and I went visit like whatever San Francisco or something. They were like, everybody in my family, my dad, or they'd be like, "Oh, you're going to San Francisco, huh?"
Yeah.
It's
everyone's-
okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, no, hey, we still love you. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of shit. And a part of me still kind of has that where I go to New York and they're like, God, everyone's just gonna hate me because everyone's so liberal and fucking whatever.
Yeah,
And then you got
no.
there, it's like, oh no, there's just everyone out
Well,
there.
no one.
It's like,
Yeah, everyone's out there and no one's from there.
Nobody's from
No
there.
one's from there.
right. And
So it's
nothing-
like to have this liberal elite thing. It's like
And
dude,
the
you're
people-
from New Jersey.
The people
yeah.
from there are Dominican people.
Yeah, the people from there are like ethnic and they don't live anywhere near the city.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I
Yeah.
just thought they would like hate me on like sight. You know what I mean? And just
No, I get it. I mean, it was harder to do comedy for me for sure than here.
And it's almost like it's harder because you have that in your head. You're like, oh, I'm gonna say like my first word. They're gonna be like, oh god.
Yeah,
I think they're more likely to hate someone like a East Coast bro.
yeah,
really,
like,
like,
a
they're
Nantucket
more like-
queer.
Yeah, or just like they're more likely to hate someone like Shane, who's like they know people like him.
Yeah,
They don't know anybody
you're foreign
from
to them,
Louisiana.
genuinely.
So you get almost like a foreign bump
A little boost.
where
Yeah.
they're like, oh my
Yeah.
They're like, oh, listen to him.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like, there's
okay.
no, yeah,
they've only seen people that talk like you in movies.
right.
Like
Dude, there
you're
was
like
a guy
movie
who's
character.
Cameron is his first name. I forget his last name. Bigger guy.
I loved Cam Leedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's great. Really funny guy. He's from like Texas or Alabama. I forget. He's a real southern boy.
Uh-huh.
He's from Bumfuck, North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's right. I mean, he's like, hey, how you doing?
Okay,
Like real
who's
like
this?
this, and then like he crushes.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
And because
Cameron Leedy
this
is his name.
comic in New York, really,
Oh, nice.
really funny
Yeah, he's
guy.
hilarious.
Like
And all his
like,
jokes were like working forklifts and stuff.
yeah, all his stuff. Like,
Nice.
but because to them it is like he might as well be like, I'm from China. Like it
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like they have no clue.
It's like they're watching
Wow.
a live documentary.
yeah, just because he's explaining what his life is like.
That's fascinating.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And these
They
people
don't know
are from
anything.
Like, dude, they're from like a rich area outside of Boston.
right.
Everyone in New York is from like a wealthy suburb of Chicago.
Yeah,
They don't know shit
The
about
white people,
Southern
yeah.
people.
Right.
The white.
they don't know anything. They're from the Northeast or the Midwest.
Yeah.
for the most part, or California.
Yeah, they grew
There's
up in
not.
like a mansion in New Hampshire.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like. There's no Southern people. I mean, there's no Southern food. Like I noticed that I went to like
Oh yeah, I noticed that too.
my
lady's friend is from. She's also from Louisiana, and she lived in New York, and she wanted to try this like Cajun place. And we're like, oh, it's like the only Cajun place I've heard of here.
Wow.
And it was shit. It sucked because like we'd all been.
That's so weird to me, though. I still don't understand that. Like, it's like, bro, you could just YouTube the
How to
most
make this
Cajun
shit.
motherfucker just showing you every
Yeah.
single step, what to buy, everything. It's all
Get
available.
me
It's
the
like, it's
meal
not-
poir, Dale.
yeah, it's like Andrew's sausage, Tony Stasheries, like it's
But
all
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's like what? It's like what? It's not rocket
I know,
science.
I know.
I don't understand. I don't
They try to
understand.
overcomplicate.
They tried to They tried to make it cool.
Yeah,
They tried to make it cool.
that's the
So
worst.
lame.
Yeah, no, but I always wanted to try. I never got really a chance, but I did go to a soul food restaurant once in Harlem. It was unbelievably good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that.
So good.
yeah, I mean, for sure. Yeah,
It's just all like sweet potato pie and it's still
Cornbread.
kind of it's still southern weirdly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny, like the black people in New York still crush soul food.
Yeah, they still crush it. It's like collard greens and fried chicken,
best
and,
food,
and
man. I
iced
mean,
tea,
I can always go for it.
it's so goddamn good.
So good.
Like, yeah, I went there. I got like catfish, and it was like perfect. And I was like, damn, this is so good. It was really cheap too. Cornbread.
I'm always like, where the fuck
catfish.
does the food come from though out here? Like New York,
What do you mean?
they just ship it all in, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But same with here. I mean, what the fuck grows?
No,
here?
no. I'm not talking about seafood because that annoys me. All seafood's frozen when it gets to. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's like, god damn, it's like just. I mean, yeah,
and the
it's
cows.
just
There's no cows.
Just
in
the
upstate New York.
chains of command to get from like a farm to like just some restaurant in Manhattan. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
boink,
yeah.
the boink, the boink, the boink. It's like holy fuck.
No, the produce sucks. In New
Meat's
York.
been on a journey.
It sucks. You go to it's just there's so many fucking people. It's like you're getting like the lowest rung of an onion. It like sucks. If you just go to like a sea town,
Yeah.
which is like the kind of mediocre grocery store. It's like the bananas suck. You know, the apples are mushy. It
The
sucks.
meat's gross.
The meat is scary.
Yeah.
Everywhere is like, you go to like, look, love a Mexican, but you go to like a Mexican grocery store and you look at the meat and you're like, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking around
You don't
with
trust the Fiesta meats?
No, I do not trust Fiesta meats. But everywhere in New York is Fiesta meats.
Yeah.
I lived off Fiesta meats for 2 years.
Cali has the best produce.
Cali's unbelievable. I went
Yeah.
I went to San Jose, or not San Jose. I went to Santa Cruz, and they had a what's it called? Market, like a farmer's market that was like blow your mind good.
Yeah.
Everything was fresh as hell, and it's like some hippie retard selling it to me. I was like, I trust this man.
Yeah, man. So like these onions come from like a family of
it's like-
onions.
Yeah,
Actually, it's
literally,
like
dude.
the great
Bring 'em out back,
grandkids.
man, and pick them in the morning, man.
And then the
Like,
onions were like a normal size. They were like this big.
Right, an actual believable.
And you're like, oh,
organic
that's
size.
about how big an onion. It's not
Right.
like
football-sized
a
onions.
football-sized
Oh,
onions.
dude, the onions you can get out here though.
They're the size of your head.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, what are you pumping?
Onion
into
last
these
a damn
fucking-
month.
scary apples out here.
Yeah,
Really big ass. Yeah, no.
HEB apples.
Yeah,
Oh
like
no,
this.
I don't fuck with
Big
that.
fuck-
like
fucking-
cartoon apples.
Yeah.
like Pokemon apples.
I like
volleyballs.
Yeah, you can-
Sprouts. Fucks out here. I don't know if you
Oh, yeah, I
ever
love the
Sprouts
Sprouts.
rules.
love a Sprouts. If I had the money, I'd probably shop at Whole Foods. To be honest.
Yeah, I
Or just like a bougie grocery store. I would.
Central Market. That's a bougie
Central
one.
Market's great.
I haven't been to
Central Market's
Central
a
Market.
bunch of
My
just,
girlfriend goes to these
just a
places
bunch of
like every
Yeah, of
day.
course.
It's all snooty motherfuckers. In
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, my girlfriend's obsessed with Central Market.
It's. I mean, dude. Great. They have an olive bar. Just a bunch. It's like a full blown like it looks like a buffet bar. Just olives.
Is it
different
one?
olives out
Is there
there.
only one in town, or is there multiple?
There's
one
multiple.
right
It's a chain.
near us.
Yep,
Okay,
it's a chain.
okay.
But there's a few of them.
Gotta
I'm gonna
check
check
it
it
out.
out. I'm gonna check it out.
Well, fellas, we're at the grocery conversation here at the podcast.
about that
we're
time.
we're
You
about
guys
an hour.
hungry?
Good place to wrap up. I don't know, but no.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thanks
dude.
for having us.
Thanks
man.
for doing it, man. I'm excited. I'm trying to get more content out there, and
Yeah.
you got to do it, dude. And I've subjected myself long enough of just completely not doing it.
Yeah.
And family members being like, now family members give me advice when I go back home. They're like, do TikTok or something.
Post on Instagram.
It's just like,
It's your 99-year-old Meemaw.
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just the worst.
No, dude,
advice.
everybody's
What
on
do you hear?
social media. It's a nightmare now. You talk like your mom. She's like, you should do mukbangs.
Exactly.
It's a fucking
It's
disaster.
a nightmare.
You should do reaction videos.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of try not to laugh?
Use AI to put a Family Guy underneath every clip.
So just film yourself playing Overwatch.
Actually, I might actually think about doing that. But anyway, yeah, thank you all for being
Thanks
on
for
it.
Thanks
having
for
us,
having
man.
us, dude. We're from the Rough Week podcast.
Yeah,
by
Yeah,
the
go
way.
check out
out
our
Rough
pod.
Week.
Check
dude.
out Rough Week.
Super
Thanks,
funny
guys.
guys. And
We love you.
Yeah, check out their stand up too. They're fucking hilarious guys.
thanks, dude.
obviously.
Thanks, man.
And,
And
yeah.
watch CJ's Don't Tell.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
my
Some
Don't Tell for
reason
fuck's
got
sake. I'm trying to
this-
get the 50K at least. Jesus. Not even at 50K yet. I'm like the third least watched fucking. All right, anyway. All right. Fine. I'm not checking it
Well, you're
every
not-
day.
you're
I'm
not- you're not
I'm trying to
counting.
stay off it. I'm not
You're not
checking it every
counting.
day.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah,
counting?
Who's counting?
I was counting.
Anyway, bye.